A setback for Thomas Partey and his Arsenal side early on today in the early kickoff in the Premier League. It means that they are just 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League table and yet to play Manchester City twice in the Premier League. It's not over. This title race is far from over. But today we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Stars and their game, the doubleheader in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers versus Angola. We'll talk about the venue and the date for the game as well. We'll also be talking about Hudson Odoi, a Ghanaian player who is on loan out at Bayer Leverkusen. He's set to rejoin his team Chelsea, who have made a mammoth amount of signings. Will Hudson Odoi get a shout into that Chelsea team? We'll look at his options as he is set to return from his loan stint in Germany. Not going well so far for him, but we'll see what happens with him. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So we'll jump right into it and we'll talk first of all about the Ghana Black Stars, who are yet to announce their coach. The head coach of the Black Stars has not yet been named. We do not know when that will be done, but it is clear that the Black Stars need a manager who will take them to the next level, who will not be influenced by authorities, call-ups, and other things that have been worrying former Black Stars manager. Siki Akono has complained about it and all that. And talking about having a coach that will lead the national team in the African Cup of Nations qualifier games. It is set to take place in March. And now the venue is the Cape Coast Sports Stadium for that Angola game. Now, according to CAF, Ghana has only one approved venue for that game between us and Angola, or any other African or CAF interclub competition game or African game we have to play. Only one approved stadium here in Ghana. The Accra Sports Stadium was not approved by CAF the last time inspections were done, and that means that Cape Coast is the only stadium that will be used. The first leg and the doubleheader in March is set to be played at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. The Black Stars are hoping to qualify for the game. We have 4 points as with Angola after drawing our second game and winning our first game versus Madagascar. Pitted in Group E, Ghana is top of the standings with 4 points. The next round of matches, the Black Stars will play first at home before traveling in the reverse fixture to Angola. Following the approval of CAF, it has been settled for the game against Angola at home to be played in Cape Coast. The crucial round 3 encounter will be played on March 20th. The Black Stars will be eager to top the group after these double-header games. Ghana vs Angola will be played on the 20th of March. Yet to have a coach announced. We'll see what happens on that front to see when the Black Stars head coach will be called up and when who will be in charge March 20th when we take on Angola, and we'll see how well we can do in that game. My next story has to do with Thomas Partey and his Arsenal side who succumbed to a defeat to Everton. Everton were in the bottom 3 at the start of the game and went out of it into 17th position as they look to revive and make a great escape out of relegation zone. Sean Dyche's new manager bounce has helped Everton as they overcame Arsenal on early kickoff on Saturday. Thomas Partey was in action. Unfortunately, he was taking off after 59 minutes of action for new signing Jorginho, who many were not impressed with his performance. Thomas Partey was immense during the time he was on, struggled a bit. Everton were tireless. You could see they were very hungry and were determined. They didn't need much motivation to play against the league leaders. The first time Sean Dyche has led a team to beat a team that is top of the table. But Arsenal have never lost to a team in the bottom 3 before. It is the first time they have lost to a team in the bottom 3 since 2020, and to who? Sean Dyche's Burnley. So Dyche will enjoy this one. And also Everton against Mikel Arteta, not so great a record for Arteta. something of helping his former club. Well, you could put it whichever way you want. But the Gunners succumbed to a 1-0 loss, which now leaves the onus onto Manchester City, who take on Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow. It will be an epic encounter. We'll see if Manchester City will take advantage and reduce the gap to just 3 points. It will just be 2 points should Manchester City win, because right now it's 5 points. Arsenal have a game in hand as well. So we'll see if Manchester City can take advantage of this slip up and make it just 2 points between them and Arsenal. We'll be following the Premier League closely, bringing you performance of Ghanaian players abroad. Will be coming up once again this weekend, and we will let you know how things go. PARTEY'S, unfortunately, they lost. Today is the CHAN final between Algeria and Senegal. We'll be bringing you updates on it as Algeria look to do a host and win competition after the winners of the previous edition, Morocco, did not come in for their games due to some issues, political or whatever. Algeria have run through into the final. Senegal will be playing them for a chance to be named the champions of Africa, the local champions in terms of the players that are playing this particular tournament. My final story has to do with Hudson Odoi, who is set to return to Chelsea after his loan spell. The Ghanaian, well, not yet decided on whether to play for Ghana yet, but it looks like Hudson Odoi will return to Chelsea. But looking at the Blues team right now, with over 18 players signed in the last transfer window, that is summer and winter, it's quite curious to see where exactly he will fit in. He's currently on loan by LEVERKUSEN, and it's not clear if they would want to keep him there permanently. The forward is on loan from Chelsea for the current campaign. There's no requirement to buy. The need for this, though, doesn't seem to exist. The 22-year-old has already made up his mind to rejoin the regular team after his season, according to Sky Sports. Now, after the recent purchase of more attackers, competition is now tough. But Hudson Odoi wants to first see whether he can establish himself as a regular with the Premier League side in the summer. The Londoners signed 4 new players for the offensive in Modric, Noni Madueke, João Felix, and David Datro Fofana in the winter transfer window. The forward is already having trouble in Bundesliga. He hasn't scored in 11 appearances and has only started twice under Xabi Alonso. Hudson Odoi's only success was in the Champions League. He has been out of action for 2 weeks due to illness. So not so great going there for Hudson Odoi. We wish him the very best. Hope he gets back to full fitness, and we'll see what happens with him in the coming days and in the coming months when the season comes to an end, whether he will stay with Bayer Leverkusen, go elsewhere, or return to Chelsea, where competition is as tight as ever. Let me know what you think in the comments box. So that has been it for today. Hudson Odoi's options upon returning to Chelsea from his loan stint. It's going to be quite tough with the competition now there. Ghana to play Angola in Cape Coast on the 20th of March. And Thomas Partey and Arsenal succumb to a loss to Everton in the bottom 3. They are out of it with this win. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.